big rally going on right now in Salem, and it involves students.
The students and faculty are pushing for more state funding for our public universities and colleges in Oregon. Alicia Esch is live in Salem this afternoon with more on the rally. And Alicia, seems like there's already a big crowd out there behind you today.
Mike and Jenny, I've got a huge crowd, and I actually want you to take a look at it. You can see them moving up with me towards the steps right now. They are pushing for more funding for higher education out here as we move with the crowd. I want you to know I've been speaking with these students, and I've been speaking with the president of PSU University about what they want and why they say funding is so important.
As a first-generation college student from a middle-income family that makes enough for the state to not help out, but not enough to actually help me out, I actually work 3 part-time jobs in order to make ends meet, and I still go to school full-time.
Michael Jones tells me more state funding for higher education is absolutely essential if we want to keep students like him getting degrees. He tells me the cost of tuition in Oregon is high, but if the state allots more money for funding, that might stabilize. I spoke with the president of PSU, who tells me tuition rates have indeed gone up, due at least in part to a lack of state funding.
Well, it's terrible. Oregon is about 46th or 47th in the nation in how it funds its higher education.
PSU's president tells me students and faculty are pushing lawmakers for $755 million for our 7 universities for the biennium. They're also asking for $550 million for our community colleges. But I've learned even that will only put them on a funding level from back in 2007.
Not adjusting for inflation and not accounting for the fact that we have 22,000 more students now among the 7 universities than we did 7-8 years ago.
So basically, the money requested would only be a start for our higher learning institutions, but I'm told it will at least be a helpful one.
And that would at least allow us to make our students more successful.
It's absolutely probably the most instrumental thing to help young students in the state of Oregon and lay a foundation for a better.
And as I send you back out here live, you can now see that some of the speeches have actually begun out here as we have all of the students who are pushing for this. Now, the flip side of this, I've been told, is that when you do increase funding in one area, it could potentially be decreased in another area. But either way, we're going to continue to follow up for you throughout this session as we are out here and follow up on what's happening out here as well. Mike and Jenny, as you can see, a lot of energy out here and definitely a lot of students.
Huge turnout. Okay, Alicia, thanks for that live report.